Hey Tandy, what are you potting today? Are you potting some chain of hearts? Hi guys, Becky here. It's been a hot minute since I saw you last. So today we're going to do some repotting together and I'm going to take some cuttings for a friend of mine. Let's get into it. I've got my gloves, I've got my tree, and I've got a big sack of dirt off the side here. And of course, I have my cup of tea. First thing I'm going to be repotting is this beautiful plant. This is my variegated chain of hearts and is my pride and joy. I've traded this plant a lot with the plant community in New Zealand and got a really cool collection. It's been really awesome to meet people throughout the country and trade this plant with them. So this is my baby. I'm really pleased to have it. It's brought a lot of really cool people into my life and a lot of really cool plants. So let's repot this baby into a better pot. Repotting a chain of hearts is always a little bit scary. They are very delicate. With my plants, I often put bobby pins in to hold them down, so I have to take these out first. The reason I put hairpins in my chain of hearts is to push the leaves closest to the ground as possible, and that means they'll send down more roots, which means a bigger, fuller, bushier plant, and they'll send off more runners. It just helps them grow. Now is the scary part. I'm just gonna...
How would you like to be remembered?
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take 4 cuttings from this plant and then I'm going to plant the main plant back into this pot. I'm going to cut the plant wherever I see a new bulb growing. So that's one plant. Now this can be quite tedious, so I'm going to fast forward.
How would you like to be remembered?
It's always really hard deciding which ones will go to their new home and which ones you will keep. Okay, so I've sorted my trade out with my friend. So I've got all her cuttings here and I'm going to pop them in a little pot. A great place to get plastic pots like this is from a local nursery or a plant centre or a plant barn. All you have to do is ask at the counter whether they have pots that they get rid of. My local actually has a giant skip out the front where you can just take pots from, so you can get free pots from there. So I'm just filling this up with cactus mix and a little bit of perlite. So all I'm doing, because these ones have no roots, I'm making sure that all the nodes are touching the soil. The nodes are at the base of every set of leaves. So you want every set of leaves touching that soil so they can put roots down and then form a tiny little tuber. And I'm going to show you what the tubers look like. So the tubers start to form once the roots are really healthy. And here is one with a really healthy little tiny tuber. So they make this tuber and it grows roots down, and basically the tuber is stored food. So if they go through a period of drought, they can take food from the tuber. Now when the plant gets a little bit older, you'll start getting tubers like this, and that is a really healthy tuber. It's got lots of stored food in there, lots of stored water. So that plant can go through a drought. The tubers, however, are really prone to rot. So if you ever find that you're overwatering, the pot is sitting in water, the tubers could rot on you. If you're finding that the tubers are rotten, you could cut the plant and pin down those nodes against the soil again and start the plant from the start again. But you have to be aware that that plant now no longer has that food, so you have to be very careful that it doesn't go through a drought. Now that I've got soil all over my living room floor,
How would you like to be remembered?
she's got roots. She's got roots. This one doesn't have any roots at all.
Remembered.
I'm going to have to propagate that one. This is a bit like a jigsaw puzzle. So, I hope you enjoyed this potting video. Tune in next time and I'm going to do some really cool videos coming up. Have a lovely week and keep on growing. Bye. Spotlight on Tandy.